right. Okay, good morning. We're getting ready to do our restorative yoga class here in a few minutes. So if anybody wants to hop on to join us for a live restorative yoga class, you can grab some blankets, maybe some pillows, settle in. We'll get started in a few minutes.
Well, that's why I'm trying to make a bunch of options so you can see kind of what I have done, what stuff I have already.
Yeah. So, and the one you've got on is gorgeous meeting, grounding. Amazing. I like that. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw crystals and went right to all.
Oh yeah, that's okay, you're good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do this.
Hi, are you, no, you're good. Are you Abigail?
Yes.
Hi, welcome. Is this your first yoga class?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a mat or anything? If not, that's okay.
Yeah, I forgot one.
That's okay, no worries. Let me just grab your temperature. And then I'll grab you some mat and some props. Perfect.
Did you guys both did the Niagara class?
I did not.
Oh, no.
I didn't. I was going to, but I was working on my workshop, and I was like, eh. So I'm reworking things
Okay.
and running it in time to make sure I.
Don't go short.
Well, no, actually, I'm worried about going long. I
Okay.
mean, I've got like warm-ups right now are at 20 minutes, which is ridiculous.
Anything we want to focus on in particular today?
No, but I mean for a 75-minute class.
Snoring?
Restoring.
Oh, restoring.
Did everybody understand snoring?
Snoring, yeah,
I heard
snoring.
snoring too, and I was gonna say,
Everyone in church.
if it's for you or your partner,
I'm down
check
with
out
snoring.
the CPAP.
And anything to dump stress after the last week. How about that?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, that sounds very good.
Sure. All right,
that
let's
would be
see. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Stacy. Hope you can join us for some restorative yoga.
Hey, Facebook.
Yay. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and get started. All right. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here with me. How's everybody feeling today?
Good.
Good. And then, Abigail, if you want to scoot over just a little bit, just so I can see you a little bit better too. So I
Good
can
swap
see
with
you.
it if you want. I'll give up this spot and go back.
Okay, thank you. All right, so as we begin with a little bit of breath work and seated meditation, we want to find our comfortable seat, Sukhasana, our easy pose. So I suggest if you do have a blanket or something that you can sit on to lift your hips up, that helps to open up your hips. We hold on to a lot of stress and tension in our hips, so lifting them up can help. You can loosely cross your legs here, maybe take that half lotus position, bringing your foot in a little bit closer. As you rest your hands on your lap, palms down to feel more grounded, palms up to feel more energized, whatever you need today. And then close your eyes, taking a minute here as we bring our focus inward. Just letting go of any stress or busyness of the day that we have encountered. Letting go of any thoughts about what we have to do when we leave here or what the week ahead holds for us. As we take this time for ourselves, feeling grateful that we made it to the mat today. Feeling grateful for our physical body and its abilities. As we scan our bodies, just noticing any areas of tension or tightness. Feeling grateful for our mental and emotional bodies. As we notice and observe our thoughts and our feelings, just being an observer. No judgments, no attachments, just noticing. And then bringing awareness to our breath. Prana is our breath, our life force, our energy. Focusing on our breath is what allows for us to clear our minds, calm our bodies, and connect our mind and body, keeping us in the present moment. So as those thoughts wander through, just noticing them and then let them go. Focus on, I am breathing in and I am breathing out. As you continue to lengthen in your breath, lengthen in your spine, maybe sitting up a little bit taller. And then visualize your breath as it travels up and down your spine. This is called Sushumna Nadi. It's the main energetic channel throughout our bodies. And setting an intention, Sankalpa. Thinking of whatever it is that brings you to the mat today, what you would like to get out of this practice. An I am statement, an affirmation, an uplifting word, thought, or mantra. Whatever that intention is, setting it now, saying it to yourself 3 times. You have one leg crossed in front of the other, switching sides or finding a different comfortable seat. And then gently drop your chin to your chest. Taking a couple of deep breaths here, feeling that light stretch in our cervical spine. Inhaling right ear to right shoulder. And exhaling chin to chest. Inhaling left ear, left shoulder. And exhaling chin to chest. Just slowly moving side to side at your pace. Pausing when we get to our right shoulder, taking our right hand, placing it on top of your head, and then walk your left hand out to the side, lifting up onto your fingertips. Feel that stretch through your neck and your shoulders here. And releasing chin to chest. And then switching sides, just placing that Left hand on top of your head, walking right hand out to the side. And releasing chin to chest. As we lift up through the crown of our head, both hands come out to the side. Lift up onto your fingertips, slide your shoulders down your back, and then slowly turn your head side to side. Eyes can be closed or open here. Just feel that your head is lightly resting on top of your spine. And coming back to center. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, pressing away. We'll do this a few times, feeling active through your arms and your hands. Feeling that energy here. Just taking a few more warming sun ray breaths. I'll do one more. Full inhale, full exhale. Next inhale brings us up. And then exhale over to the side. Taking your gaze underneath of your arm, pull your shoulder away from your ear. And then look down at your hand. And then taking that gaze back up. Inhale lifts us up. And then over to the other side. Relaxing your neck and your shoulders, looking up. And then looking down. And looking back up. Inhale lifts us up, taking a twist as we split our hands. Less twist, bringing that hand right in front of you. More twist, maybe taking it over to your knee. Keep lengthening in your breath, in your spine. Maybe gaze comes over our shoulder. Inhale, reaching up, and then taking that twist to the other side. Back up and bringing our hands to our heart, pausing here in Anjali Mudra, feeling the energy as we come into our heart space, again thinking of your intention. We'll make our way into our table, onto our hands and our knees. So as we come into that table, maybe using the blanket underneath of your knees. You can always roll up the mat as well to have a little bit more cushion and support for your knees or your hands and wrists. And just feel that your weight is spread evenly through your hands. Shoulders are over your wrists, knees are underneath of your hips. And we'll take our hips side to side here, maybe taking our head and neck side to side. And if you want to add some circles or make some figure eights, here you can. Taking those circles in both directions. And then shifting our weight forward and back. Taking the cat back as we wave up through that healing plank, and then sending our hips back. And then let's pause in our kneeling plank. Drop your hips like you would for upward facing dog. So just getting a nice stretch through the front of our bodies here. And coming back up through center as we send our hips back to our heels in our child's pose. So we come into Balasana here, maybe big toes touch and knees come to the edges of the mat. You could have your knees closer together if you'd like. Arms can be out front or by our sides, palms up or down. So letting everything go here, our ultimate resting pose. Feeling comforted, safe, nurtured. This pose is available to you at any time throughout this practice or any of our yoga practices. So just notice, does it feel restful? Can you release and let go just a little bit more, relaxing your neck and your shoulders. Breathing into your back and your hips, any areas of tension or tightness. Walking your hands out in front of you and over to the right side, gently press your left hip away. And coming back through center over to the left. And then coming back through center, we make our way into our table. Let's tuck our toes under, drop your belly, lift your head, inhale. Exhale, release your feet, round your back, scoop your belly. Just taking a few cat and cow stretches here at your pace. Exaggerating that cat back, feeling a nice stretch in upper back and shoulders. We'll take one more. Full inhale, full exhale. And back to our neutral spine. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, gentle twist. We'll do this 2 more times before settling in here. Feeling that torso rotation. When you've done your last one, resting on your shoulder here. And then your choice. We can stay right here with that left hand. If you want to walk it out in front of you, feeling a little extra lateral side body stretch, or maybe circling that left hand in the sky, loosening up in our shoulders, or taking a half bind. Good, so whatever feels good for you. One more breath here. And then releasing, slowly pressing up, taking that right arm to the sky. And back to our neutral spine. Switching sides. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, gentle twist. 2 more. And then resting on your shoulder. Again, that right hand can stay right where it is, or maybe walking it out in front of you. Maybe drawing some circles. Maybe taking that half bind. Slowly pressing back up, taking that left arm up to the sky, and then releasing back down. Sweet. Come into our table. Just feel lifting your knees an inch or 2 off of the mat and back down. Just do this a couple times, building just a little bit of tapas, some heat. And when you're ready, we'll lift our hips up into our downward facing dog. So as you pedal your heels into the mat here, shake your head yes and no. So this is a resting pose as well, or at least eventually. So trying to find that balance between effort and ease here, Sthira and Sukha. And And then after you've taken a couple of deep breaths here, finding some movement and then stillness, and then slowly coming into our forward fold. Take your time as you walk your hands to your feet, or feet to hands, however we get there. Just let your arms hang heavy, head hangs heavy, maybe a little sway side to side, maybe circling our hands and our wrists. We can use a block to lift up a little bit if we're feeling a lot of tightness in our hamstrings or our back. And then we'll bend both of our legs, bringing our chest towards our thighs, and then straighten. Again, bending both legs and straighten. Good. One more time, bending both legs and straighten. Slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time, as slowly as you can. And we'll take a couple circles with our shoulders once you get there, really big circles. Letting go of all that stress and tension that we're holding on to. Take those circles in both directions. Good, and then we'll add a few arm swings. When you're ready, finding stillness in Tadasana, in our mountain pose. So as we find our mountain pose, feel that you can root down through the four corners of your feet. Feel lengthening in your spine, and take a minute here to just close your eyes and picture what it is that you see on top of your mountain today. Finding peace and stillness, standing tall and strong. Bringing awareness to our breath. And connecting our movement to our breath. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, hands through forehead center, heart center, down to the mat. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. And slowly roll up. And we'll do that 2 more times at your pace. So reaching up, bringing hands through forehead center, heart center, down to the mat. Coming up halfway with our flat back. And fold. Moving into Tadasana when we get there. Okay. We'll reach our arms up, interlacing, pressing up, and then over to the side. And coming back up and over to the other side. And then let's release, circling our hands and our wrists. Interlace your hands behind your back or reach for your elbows. Inhale, lifting up through heart center, and then hinging forward slowly, keeping a soft bend in your legs. And gently shake your head, yes and no. And releasing our hands to the mat. We're going to bend both of our legs, lifting our heels up, coming into a modified chair. Yes, so as we come into this chair, you can use the block or your hands for a little support. Good, and maybe bringing your hands to your heart for a little balance. Yes. release. Straighten your legs. Take your feet out a little bit wider as we come into Malasana. So we're going to do our deep squat a few times and then take a supported Malasana. So from here, straighten your legs. Good. And then back down wherever we reach. So whether it's coming down halfway or all the way, and just building a little bit of strength in our legs, opening up in our hips. Good. One more time. You got it. And as we take a few breaths here in our Malasana, we can take our blocks. So if you have blocks, something you can use, you can stack them and just have a seat. Good. So wherever we are here, just try to keep lengthening in your spine and staying lifted through your heart. You got it, Sandy.
I have to make it a little taller.
Yep, that's okay. Good. Just breathing here. We tend to kind of round our back and kind of collapse here, so pressing. Yes, good. And then let's reach one arm up. And switch. And then we'll release. We're straightening our legs. And then just take a gentle lunge here, side to side. Coming back to center. Just walk your hands out in front of you a little bit. Again, we can reach for those blocks, lifting up a little bit more. And then walk your hands back behind you. And then coming back to center. So taking that right arm up. So less twist here, lifting up onto the block. More twist, maybe taking it over to the opposite ankle. Coming back through center, switching sides. So cleansing our bodies in our twists, helping to aid in our circulation and our digestion. And then we'll come back to center. Heel toe, walk your feet together. Lifting your feet up, stepping on your hands, trying to bring your toes to meet your wrists. And then we'll release and slowly roll up. Just pausing in Tadasana, close your eyes and just notice any effects of your practice. Energetically in our physical, mental, emotional bodies. Okay, we'll take our tree pose for a little balance and then we'll come down to the mat for our restorative postures. So transferring your weight over into your right foot, root down through your foot and leg, feel your core engage. So engaging our bandhas, lifting up through our pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, pull your navel to your spine. So we bring our hands to our heart, finding our drishti, our focal point in front of us. And then taking that left foot out and in a few times, establishing our balance. When you're ready, opening up our knee and our hip. So toes can stay right here on the mat, or maybe placing that foot higher above or below your knee. Hands can stay at heart center or maybe growing our branches, reaching up and out. Wherever we are here in Vrikshasana, in our tree pose, building strength and confidence. And bringing our hands to our heart. Good. Shake it out. Just letting go of whatever happened on that side. And then switching sides. So transfer our weight over into that left foot. Root down. Core is engaged. Find your drishti. And we'll take our foot out and in. When you're ready, opening up into our tree pose. Wherever our foot is placed, we want to focus on that external rotation. So opening up in our hip. So knowing that we receive the benefits from working on our balance no matter where we are. One side can be different than the other, one day better than the next. No judgments, no attachments. I am strong, I am balanced, I am confident. One more breath here. And bringing our hands back to our heart, releasing our legs. Shake it out, grab some water, and then we'll have a seat on our mat. So setting up for a supported Baddha Konasana or Upavisa Konasana. So I'll cue both. So maybe lifting your hips up on the blanket so that we can fold forward a little bit easier. And then first just rock a little bit, just loosening up in our hips. Good, root down through your sits bones. Inhale to lengthen in your spine. And then as we hinge forward, having those blocks or props available, we're striving to bring our forehead to the blocks. So we can stack up and be as high as we need to here with those blocks. As we focus on our breath, you may find that you're able to take it a little bit further. So just settling in here. Energetically, our forward folds are calming to our bodies and our minds. I'm trying to focus on your breath. I am breathing in, and I am breathing out. Relaxing your neck and your shoulders. Keep breathing deeply here, bringing awareness to our forehead center as it connects to the props or to our hands. Just picture releasing any thoughts, worries, fears, anxieties, the to-do list, whatever those things are, just letting it all go for now. You can stay here if this is comfortable for you, or if you would like to try Upavisa Konasana, taking our legs out in our wide-legged V. Good. Again, using those props to support us as we're folding over. Just take your time, really focusing on your breath, letting that breath work be what allows for creating more space. Getting deeper into the pose. And as we hold our postures in our restorative poses, they can seem a little bit more challenging sometimes than our other asanas because of this stillness, trying to be still in our bodies, trying to find stillness in our minds. So just know that we can never completely turn our minds off. That's okay. Thoughts are going to wander through, but try to let them go. No judgments, no attachments, just noticing it and then coming back to I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Slowly coming up. And taking your hands behind you, maybe shake out your feet and your legs a little bit here. And then let's take that right leg in. Facing our left leg, our extended leg, maybe using those straps if you have them, or maybe using our blocks as we fold forward as well. So your choice, just reaching up. And then as we hinge forward, just using the straps, maybe bringing your forehead closer to your knee, or using the blocks, just letting that forehead rest. So wherever we are here in our forward fold, again, making this a passive stretch. So not trying to force anything. And taking your right arm up and over for a little side body stretch here. And then taking that hand behind you, reaching left arm up for a counter pose, staying here, maybe pressing hips up if that feels okay for you. As we release back down, let's take that left leg behind you. So just letting your legs open up however feels best for you. And we're going to make our way into a supported kind of twisting pigeon child's pose variation here. So you may need to adjust a little bit. So our left hip is, or right hip is facing the mat and our props. So you can choose to fold forward more over your right knee, taking it here, or you can take it more into the middle of the mat for a deeper twist. Yes. So with all of our restorative postures, as we try to settle in, we may need to adjust a little bit with our props and how we can get comfortable here. So give me a little wave if you are not comfortable. I can try to help. even though this is a gentle twist, it's often hard to keep the length in our breath as we're twisting. And continuing to focus on that full inhale and full exhale. Taking another breath or two here. And then as you are ready, slowly pressing up. And then we'll take our legs side to side, windshield wipers. And now as we switch sides, we'll pull that left leg in and extend our right leg. Maybe using our straps or the blocks as we come into our forward fold on this side. So reaching up and then folding forward. Take your time. Wherever we reach here. As those thoughts come through, just maybe coming back to your intention, repeating that intention. Maybe repeating, so I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Taking that left arm up and over for a little side body stretch. And taking our counter pose, reaching that right arm up, staying here, or maybe pressing hips up into our stargazer. Good. Wherever we are, releasing back down, taking that right leg in, setting up for our twist on this side. So again, folding over that left knee or taking it a little bit further into the middle of the mat. So Sandy, the other side.
Oh, the other side, okay.
Good. And so just breathing here, trying to settle in. Maybe thinking of 3 things that you would like to cleanse from your physical body, from your mental and emotional bodies. Just letting go of whatever it is that is not serving to you. I am inhaling peace. I am exhaling any worry or anxiety. few more breaths here. Our restorative postures are both calming yet energizing to our bodies. They help to increase our relaxation in our physical body and our mental and emotional bodies, but they also help to improve the efficiency of our body systems, helping everything to run a little bit better and boosting our immunity. Just taking another breath or two here. And slowly coming up. Just taking your legs side to side, those windshield wipers. And now setting up for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle. We're going to take our blocks, having one block for our head, one block for the length of our spine, taking the blanket, lifting your hips up onto the blanket, and then if you have additional blankets or bolsters, you can use them over the blocks for a little bit more comfort here. So at home, you can use books as blocks or using some pillows as bolsters. Any blanket will do. So just using whatever you need to support yourself here. As we settle in.
Bath towels. Nice big fluffy ones.
As we settle in, you want to have your spine lengthen as it rests on those props. So soles of your feet together or legs extended out in front. I will cue both. So relaxing your chest, your shoulders. This is a heart opener. So just feeling that opening through the front of your body. Again, as we settle in, give me a little wave if you're not comfortable. And then relax here. Close your eyes, relax your face, soften your jaw, let your eyes sink back into their sockets. Just try to feel, just letting everything go. No stress or tension. Focusing on that full inhale and full exhale. You can let your hands rest by your sides, maybe in your lap, or maybe placing hands over belly, or one hand over heart and one hand over belly. Just feeling our hands rise and fall with our breath. Just feeling grateful for our breath, for our bodies, for this time in our practice today. Just letting your stomach, your hips, your back relax. You have the soles of your feet together. You can extend your legs out in front of you or vice versa. Just finding that favorite variation for you. Just taking a few more deep breaths here in this heart opener. Maybe reflecting on any areas in your life where you need to open your heart more. towards yourself or towards others. Inhaling love. Exhaling gratitude. Inhaling compassion. Exhaling acceptance. We'll take one more breath here. And then slowly releasing, pressing up off of our props. We can move our props off to the side. Just bringing legs out in front of us, taking a few cat and cow stretches and then rolling down to the mat. So inhale, lift up through heart center. Exhale, round your back, scoop your belly. We'll do 2 more. And then slowly rolling all the way down to the mat, hugging your knees into your chest once you get there. Rocking side to side, maybe circling your knees 3 or 4 times in each direction. Little massage for our back and our hips. And then placing your feet on the mat, lifting your hips up into your bridge pose. Feet are parallel, knees and thighs are parallel. Ankles are tracking underneath of your knees. So if you need to adjust, bringing your feet forward or back. Keeping your hips lifted, let's lift our heels. And then release your heels, release your hips. So we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting hips up, heels up, and then releasing heels, releasing hips. And now taking a supported bridge pose, placing the block at your sacrum, at your tailbone. So taking the block at the lowest level or maybe the 2nd level if that feels okay for you. It should feel comfortable to rest in this supported inversion. So you can stay here if you want to add legs up, you can. All of our inversions help to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. They help to relieve headaches, improve our sleep, and many benefits to those inversions. So whatever feels good for you. In that legs up variation, just letting your legs float effortlessly here. And then you can stay here as long as you'd like if this is comfortable for you, or take any other stretches, adjustments, movements, anything else that you feel like you need before we settle into our final relaxation. So your choice. And as you make your way to Shavasana, use your props. So using that blanket underneath of your head as a pillow. You can use it underneath of your legs to help relieving any pain in your low back. Or maybe placing it across your stomach. So this has a nice grounding effect here. You could add your blocks or something heavy if you want a little additional grounding. Whatever feels best for you. Just getting fully comfortable as we settle into that final relaxation, Shavasana. The most important part of our practice, this is where our bodies and our minds can fully restore and renew, soaking up all the benefits of our work today. So as you let your whole body feel relaxed, let go of any effort or work, no stress or tension, just letting your body feel heavy as it melts into the mat. Feel that you are melting into the earth, feeling supported, feeling content, feeling peaceful. Maybe noticing any shift in mental and emotional bodies since first beginning our practice. Maybe thinking of your intention. Carry that intention with you as you go out into the rest of your day, into the rest of your week, into this year. Value your passion. What helps us come to life? What takes us out of the motions and into our emotions? What connects us to the energy of life, the energy of love, the energy of the life force that permeates us all? All your growth, all your work has not been to lead you away from your passions. It has been to bring you back to life, to put you in touch with the vital energy of the universe, the energy that permeates all that is, an energy that permeates you. Honor your passion by honoring your emotions. Feeling your emotions releases passion into life. Feel them all. Then you will know what you like, what instills passion in you. Once you know and can recognize that, you'll know which direction to go. Expressing passion and gratitude will guide your life. Say it again and again. Say it until you believe it. Say it until you live it. Take one more deep cleansing breath. As we begin to bring movement and awareness back into our bodies, wiggling our fingers and our toes, circling our wrists and ankles, and keeping your eyes closed as you make your way onto one side And then up to our comfortable seat. Bringing our hands to our heart in Anjali Mudra. Feeling love and gratitude for taking the time to honor and nourish our body, mind, and spirit today. Thank you for being here with me and letting me guide your practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great weekend, everybody.